What up, though? It's your boy Lando Success. I am actually doing an early live, and I have some good stuff in store for you guys. Let's go ahead and get this thing popping.
Knocking Aretha Franklin while I clean the car. Looking at shorty in them yoga pants. Oh my lord. About to hit this day party, check the flyer. After I spray the black, looking at shorty in them yoga pants. Oh my lord. About to hit this day party, check the flyer. After I spray the black, looking at shorty in them. Birds chirping, the clouds fluffy, the weather's perfect and the days get longer, outfits get shorter, streets getting hot, pop the hydrant for the water. In the summer, throw the old kicks on the power line. Summer, cop the fresh kicks, these are out of sight. Summer, watch the whip, then you know it's shower time. Summer, hit the day party, it's 1,000 dimes. Dreaming of the summer, cruising on the city. Yeah, I'm dreaming of the summer, dreaming of the summer. I got the AC pumping with the windows down halfway, blowing that shit Dave Chappelle stole in half-baked. Wintertime, spring, summertime, grind for the mansion with the Hummer outside, but my vision is bigger than the clothes in the car, so my vision is different like Jordan LaForge. Can't wait to sign the autographs when the fans run up, so I'm making big plans for the summer. The days get longer, outfits get shorter, streets getting hot, pop the hydrant for the water. In the summer, throw the old kicks on the power line. Summer, cop the fresh kicks, these are out of sight. Summer, watch the whip, then you know it's shower time. Summer, hit the day party, it's 1,000 dimes. Dreaming of the summer, cruising on the city. Yeah, I'm dreaming of the summer, dreaming of the summer. Brunch with the wifey at the park, grown man shit. Kiss her forehead, she say I'm so romantic. Summer nights poppin', we could paint the town any night. Elbow out the window while I cruise under city lights. Like Africans compared to Greeks, the Godzilla. I rumble with the lions, arm wrestle with Godzilla. It's rock stages, I'm dreaming of the summer. If you think you're number one, trust me, I'm scheming on your number. The days get longer, outfits get shorter, streets getting hot, pop the hydrant for the water. In the summer, throw the old kicks on the power line. Summer, cop the fresh kicks, these are out of sight. Summer, watch the whip, then you know it's shower time. Summer, hit the day party, it's 1,000 dimes. Dreaming of the summer, cruising on the city. Yeah, I'm dreaming of the summer, dreaming of the summer. Got me all up in the gym trying to flex like Brutus. The beefcake with free weights acting foolish. Since it's Sunday, I'm doing preacher curls, hallelujah. Gotta keep the physique right for the cuties. Sip the lemonade, light the grill up. Invite the whole family over, man, that's real love. Kids running around just on the grill. P bought the cards, Tick bought the beer in the summer. Word. Dreaming of the summer, lemonade sunsets and aqua blue skies. The days get longer, outfits get shorter, streets getting hot, pop the hydrant for the water. In the summer, throw the old kicks on the power line. Summer, cop the fresh kicks, these are out of sight. Summer, 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 summer. Knocking Aretha Franklin while I clean the car. Looking at shorty in them yoga pants. Oh my lord. About to hit this day party, check the flyer. After I spray the black magic on the tires. Damn, I love the summer, these sisters in sundresses are looking heavenly, I give thanks, it's such a blessing. The sun is shining, the birds chirping, the clouds fluffy, the weather's perfect in the summer. The days get longer, outfits get shorter, streets getting hot, pop the hydrant for the water. In the summer, throw the old kicks on the power line. Summer, cop the fresh kicks, these are out of sight. Summer, watch the whip, then you know it's shower time. Summer, hit the day party, it's 1,000 dimes. Dreaming of the summer, cruising on the city. Yeah, I'm dreaming of the summer, dreaming of the summer. I got the AC pumping with the windows down halfway, blowing that shit Dave Chappelle stole in half-baked. Wintertime, spring, summertime, grind for the mansion with the Hummer outside, but my vision is bigger than the clothes in the car, so my vision is different like Jordan LaForge. Can't wait to sign the autographs when the fans run up, so I'm making big plans for the summer. The days get longer, outfits get shorter, streets getting hot, pop the hydrant for the water. In the summer, throw the old kicks on the power line. Summer, Cop the fresh kicks, these are out of sight. Watch the whip, then you know it's shower time. Hit the day party, it's 1,000 dimes. Dreaming of the summer, cruising on the city. Yeah, I'm dreaming of the summer, dreaming of the summer. Brunch with the wifey at the park, grown man shit. Kiss her forehead, she say I'm so romantic. Summer nights poppin', we could paint the town any night. Elbow out the window while I cruise under city lights. Like Africans compared to Greeks, the guards thriller. I rumble with the lions, arm wrestle with Godzilla. It's rock stages, I'm dreaming of the summer. If you think you're number one, trust me, I'm scheming on your number. The days get longer, outfits get shorter. Streets getting hot, pop the hydrant for the water. In the summer, throw the old kicks on the power line. Summer, cop the fresh kicks, these are out of sight. Summer, watch the whip, then you know it's shower time. Summer, hit the day party, it's 1,000 dimes. Dreaming of the summer, cruising on the city. Yeah, I'm dreaming of the summer. Dreaming of the summer, got me all up in the gym trying to flex like Brutus. The beefcake with free weights acting foolish. Since it's Sunday, I'm doing preacher curls, hallelujah. Gotta keep the physique right for the cuties. Sip the lemonade, light the grill up. Invite the whole family over, man, that's real love. Kids run around just on the grill. P bought the cards, Tick bought the beer in the summer. Word. Dreaming of the summer. Lemonade sunsets and aqua blue skies. The days get longer, outfits get shorter. Streets getting hot, pop the hydrant for the water. In the summer, throw the old
What up, though?
What
What is going on? What's up, beautiful people? This is Lando Success. We got an early live. Usually I go live about 11 p.m. midnight, and people be like, man, I would hop on if it was earlier. So I decided to do an early one. Hope everything is going all well. Earlier today, I released a video talking about Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme, they released their IPO today. So go check that out. Let me know if you are interested in the the Krispy Kremes. If you buy donuts, if you're a donut person, press 1. Let me know if you're interested in the stock. Let me know if you're into it. So we have a completely different live today. This is the first live that I am accepting callers. This can go very, very well, or this can go absolutely bad, because when I watch like my favorite YouTubers that accept callers, they usually accept calls from random people, and that shit just turn out terrible. You just have people that can't articulate anything. It's just dumb. It's usually bad. But I'm going to try to orchestrate this thing, and we're going to get this thing popping. Let me text a few people. I already got some people pre-ready. Let's see. What's the call-in number? I'm going to call you so you be good. So for all of the people that are watching, the call-in number is in the comments. I get it. It's 567-281-7983. Don't call in just yet. Don't call in just yet, because I have some people lined up. I got me a Google Voice number. I had one before, but it didn't go through too well. So this video is, can money buy you real happiness? Yes, no, and a why. Growing up, we had the cliche. Basically, the saying is, can money buy you happiness? Yeah, it can. Some people say it can't. And, you know, if you was raised up in a Christian background, it's always, yeah, money is the root of all evil. And we had that philosophy until we got older, and we have to go out and make real money and realize money kind of control a little bit of everything. So I want to talk to a few callers. I want to see what's their thoughts. I got some people lined up. So let's get this thing popping. My friends say when I'm starting it now. See if you guys better hear this.
Hello?
Chelsea, you are live. What's popping?
Nothing. What's going on with you?
So we just getting the live popping. We just getting it started. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to ask questions that I never asked before. And I'm going to ask people, can money buy you real happiness? Because the way we was raised, you had You know, like if you was raised in a Christian background, it's like, hey, money the root of all evil. You know, money is not this and not that. If you was raised rich, money is everything. It could be in the middle for some people. So I want to know, what is your perspective? Can money buy you happiness first? Yes, no, and why? And let's talk about it.
Can money buy you happiness, or can money buy you real happiness?
Real happiness.
Real happiness, no.
And why is that?
I think it depends on what happiness is defined by that person individually. You need money to live, but you don't need money to live happily. I feel like that people use money and, you know, can use it as far as buying material things, and that material thing can bring you a moment of happiness, but once you're over that material thing, you still left void. So it depends on what real happiness means to you. I probably would want joy more than happiness, but I don't think that money can bring you real happiness. No.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little bit. So you say it can bring you joy. So what do you mean by joy?
No, I would want joy.
You'll want joy. So what is joy?
To me, joy is comfort wrapped with peace. Happiness is a moment of temporary. It's a temporary feeling, a temporary moment. So say you give me flowers, you give me a car, you give me all these things, but it's like the moment you stop giving to me, I'm no longer happy. So there's a never-ending cycle of that.
So my question to you is, can you have real joy without money? Because when you're broke, everything kind of go wrong. Your mind don't just roll the way you want it to roll when you're broke. So can you have joy without money?
Yes, because you can find joy in the smallest things that don't cost money.
So you say you can find things that don't cost money, and you can have joy.
Yes.
I like it. I appreciate it. I see this last minute call. I appreciate your perspective. I'm going to let you go out and go hang with your friends. I wanted to go ahead and just get your perspective real quick. Do you have any closing words that you want to say before I get to the next caller?
I would tell people to remember the small things that are important. Can't buy love, can't buy friendship. So the same thing goes with happiness. You can't buy it.
I love it. I appreciate you, Chelsea. I will talk to you later, my dear.
All right. Bye, Lando.
All right, cool. So Chelsea said you can't buy real happiness with it. You can't buy it with money. My perspective, I actually disagree a little bit. But the good thing about this question and this debate is there is no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer because we know people that have money that's not happy. We see it all the time in the music industry. We see people go through depression. We seen Robin Williams kill himself. You've seen a lot of people with money that really wasn't happy. So I get what she's saying, but money provides everything. It really does. So we got my boy T4. We about to give him a call. Is he going to pick?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
Ford ain't pick up, so we are going to the next caller. Lauren, you are up, my dog. Let's go ahead, get this thing going. Lauren always ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Lando, what's going on?
Lauren, what's the deal, my dog?
Nothing much, man. You know me, working.
I want to first say I appreciate you, brother. Whenever I go live, man, you usually here to support me. You usually here to keep the comments popping, keep things going on, man. Your day going all right?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You know how to tune in.
So we have a spare of the moment live going on. I see you said in the comments you actually disagree with Chelsea. So first I'm going to go with why do you disagree? Then we're going to go to can money buy you real happiness? Yes, no, why? Why you disagree with Chelsea?
I disagree because it kind of goes back to what you said about, when you broke, you got a lot of problems and you would spend a lot of your time just focused on that, trying to solve these problems versus actually focusing on things that you love to do and stuff like that. So, I feel like when you alleviate that problem, you'll actually be more happy. So I don't agree that you can physically just spend $100 to buy joy and happiness, but also feel as though you need money to be truly happy. So
first to piggyback off that, all I can go is off my own personal experiences. At 34, I'm not happy if I'm broke. If I don't have enough money in my pocket, I am completely not happy, man.
Oh my God. They took my job.
They take our job, dog. It's just, I just, the more money you have, like you said, if I get more money, I get to focus on things I love, I want to do. Like, let's use YouTube, for example. YouTube, I love to do it. I like to do it. It is a way I can educate people. And now since I'm monetized, I can make money. But since I'm newer and monetized, I'm not making no real money to be able to pay the bills. So I still have to go out and go make money, but I can focus more time on this depending on how much money I have. Because if not, I got to go out. Like earlier today, I had to go out and go grind. So I'm with you on that. So let's unpack it. So the question is, why do you say love can't buy you happiness? Back to what you said. What's your thoughts?
I believe that money can buy you happiness. I think you said something about the Christian values and stuff like that. And to me, the Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil, but it also says that money answers all things. When you think about that, it's like, if I got money, I could buy my health insurance, I could buy my medicine, I could help other people get out of their situation. All these things will make me even happier. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I think Floyd Mayweather said something like, you just get to a point in life where once you have so much money, you can't really buy anything else. So you really have no other choice but to help other people and make them happy too, which a lot of times helping other people makes you even happier than just helping yourself.
Ooh.
So I feel like money can buy you too happy.
Okay. See, I'm going to be on both sides of the fence because I'm with you. I believe, but you got to play devil advocate. So my devil advocate is you have people that had money, Lauren. You had Robin Williams. We had Big Sean. He's come from where we came from. He came from Detroit. He came from the town. He been all over. He done made it rich, successful, one of the top artists, move out to LA, and he done went through the depression. We done seen Kendrick went through depression. J. Cole done been through depression. From actors to actresses to people that on a very high successful level of their career had the money but didn't buy them happiness. So going back to what Chelsea say, it's make things better, but you ain't really getting that joy. What's your response to that?
I would say anything could be abused. I mean, you could drink a couple of shots of liquor and feel good, but if you drink about 20 of them, you out of there. So it's all about balance. Like somebody like Robin Williams may have not utilized his money correctly to say, okay, how can I help myself and help others? He might have just been focused on something else and not really utilize the money like that. So you got to use it properly, just like with anything. You can't abuse it.
So you saying if you take that money that you get and you utilize it towards the right tools, right vehicle, whether it's helping other people, because I think was it Dale Carnegie? Somebody in the comments, was it Dale Carnegie or was it, I can't think of off the top of my head. He said his goal was first half of his life to accumulate as much money as he possibly could. And the second half was give away as much as he possibly could. So majority of his income, I think he became multi-zillionaire, and the second half of his life, he was giving away millions of dollars per year, because like you said with Floyd, once you get so much money, your goal now is, not everybody's, but if you give it away to other people, it creates a different level of happiness. I noticed it with Shaq. If, we're watching the playoffs, if anybody's a big sports fan, I know you are. And if you follow Shaq is a person that do not put himself out there of all the good deeds he does, but it always come back around and we hear it. So we know Shaq, he made a lot of money in the NBA, and he bought the what's the pizza franchise he have? Is it Papa John's? I don't want to miss what is it, Papa Do's?
I think it's Papa John's.
It could be Papa John's. But he bought a lot of franchise, and Shaq is doing well. And every month I will see one thing is, I was in Best Buy and Shaq completely bought everything for my kids this Christmas. Or recently, probably a few months ago, within a year, he was at a ring, like a jewelry spot, and he seen a guy about to get an engagement ring for his wife or his fiance. And, he just seen his energy, felt his spirit was like, the average person, you go in there, we're going to look at the price. We don't got all our money. So it's like, how much is this? And Shaq like, man, get her what she want. I got it. And that $5,000 he probably gave him to get her the best ring ever is nothing to Shaq. That's probably like $5 to me and you. But the happiness he received off of it. So I think you're onto something. I think you are onto something. Do you have any closing words before I get to the next caller?
All I can say is, people just remember with money, you can't take it with you, when you die. So you think about it that way, and then it kind of puts stuff in perspective, I think. So it's like, yeah, you can accumulate a lot, but you can't take it with you. And to reach that next level of happiness, the only way you can do that is by having enough money to be able to pour into somebody else's cup, help them out, things like that. So.
My dog, I appreciate you. Thanks for always supporting me, man. I'm going to always support you. Lauren has a dating app. Tell us about your app. Where can they download it? Do you got any promotions? Tell us about it before you get out.
Yeah, so the app is called Date Night. That's DATNITE. You can download that on Apple and on Android Play Store. And pretty much the app is for you to find all the local spots, whether it's restaurants, clubs, bars, attractions. It's all unique to your city. So you can know exactly where to go and what to do for a hangout or a date. So that's Date Night, DATENITE. And you can find me on IG at Date Night app on IG.
The thing I love about that app, so the thing is, since I've been a flight attendant, I done traveled all around the world. I love non-touristy things. So when I go to places, I like to do kind of the things with the locals. And a great thing about your app is you don't put really just big things everybody know about. You put things that usually only the locals know about. We'll say one thing is like bowling. Nobody outside coming to Detroit know bowling exists. Bowling is where you take some footballs and throw it at bowling pins. You have amazing time for like $10. What made you go towards the personable side of it where it's not kind of touristy?
Because I would see people go on vacations and they'll go to like Applebee's, no offense to Applebee's, but they'll go there in an entirely new city that they never been to. And it's like, what? Why would you experience that? You can do that at home. So that's what really sparked my mind with that. Like, okay, people really don't know there's so many hidden gems within their own city that they need to explore in a city that they don't know. So,
my dog, I appreciate you. Thanks for calling in. You got a good clap.
I appreciate you, man.
Later. Oh, man. So we had Chelsea first. She said money cannot buy you real happiness. She was probably meaning money can buy you happiness, but it can't buy you real happiness. Lauren said it can because it depends on how you use it. T Ford is in the comments going nuts. He said, ain't no way in blue hell. Oh, let's see, is my dog ready, man? So this is bringing up so many different topics in my head. This is a good convo. So for all the people that's new in here, if you haven't already pressed that like button, press the like button, support the YouTube algorithm so this get thrown out everywhere. Press the subscribe button. The call in number It's 567-281-7983. Let's see his Ford ready to answer phone.
Say hello.
There you go. My dog T4. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, just out here doing the responsible thing, getting the kids something to eat so they can be quiet for a little while.
You say getting them something to eat, man. That's what I'm talking about. You good family, man. Making sure they eat, making sure they be well. So, first we want to start with what your comments. Your comments, you said, ain't no way in blue hell. And then you said, Robin Williams had mental issues that y'all are not addressing. First, what was Ain't No Blue Hell talking about? And let's talk about what you mean by Robin Williams had mental issues that we not even addressing, because you're right.
Most people assume that Robin Williams just killed himself off depression. But most people don't realize once the autopsy came back, Robin Williams suffered from a lot of stuff that was a lot of mental issues that wasn't addressed or talked about. Everyone was just like, oh, he was sad, so he took his life. No, Robert Williams, it was borderline like, what's the thing that the NFL players get, the CTI or whatever it is. Like borderline, like once they study it was deeper than that. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm Robin Williams, I'm rich, I'm known for Good Morning Vietnam. I'm known for everything. I'm known for the original Jumanji and everything else that I have done, Miss Doubtfire, and I'm just going to take my life? No, let's think about that. Let's really dissect that. I gave you so many classic movies over the course of decades. Then all of a sudden, now I'm just in my 70s or 60s. I'm just going to call it quits.
Don't make sense.
That don't make sense. Let's think about it. We got a man. Bill Cosby just got out of jail. He didn't go to jail, kill himself. People ain't going to jail killing themselves. So you got somebody that's walking around free and rich, just going to kill themselves.
It's very, very, very rare. So, okay. So you brought a good perspective to that. And actually,
now, depression is common among celebrities. It is common, especially when you don't come from money. That is a common thing you hear over and over again. I never had the money. Well, when I got the money, I didn't know how to act with the money. I can pretend like I know what to do with money when I don't have money. But once the money starts coming in, more people start coming in your life.
Since you said that, since I see you guys, I know Terrell. I talk to Terrell usually on a daily basis. This brother served in the military for years, still active. So one thing that you told me because you came from the same city I came from, you didn't come with no money, not too much of financial acumen. And when you went to the military, you had the most lump sum of money you ever had. And what happened when you came back? You told me how you first blew the bag. Talk to us about that.
I blew that deployment money on nonsense, on everything in life that I couldn't have before. I went and got it. 6 TVs in a truck, 22s on Explorer, about 8 damn speakers in the trunk. I went to a little store called Cherry Belt, and I bought a keg of beer. I don't even drink beer. And I bought every top-notch liquor that was there and told everybody, come over. We having a party. That's before I really understood what a debit card how it actually worked.
So you completely just blew it. Now, at what point in your life after that? Because the same thing with me. When I first got I got 20 racks in my account the first time I blew it. I was at the strip clubs. I was everywhere. I bought me some Gucci's, bro, for my birthday. I forget what birthday it was. I'm like, man, I want these Gucci's. And since I sold clothes, I ordered the ones I can get the good quality, but they didn't come in time. So I went down to Somerset. I always wanted to go to Somerset. I'm like, man, give me these. Oh, these $400? Give them to me. so the other ones came in. I had 2 pairs of Gucci's, and I had the belt, I had the wallet, all of it, so I'm with you. I definitely been there. But what part did you actually educate yourself and switch it over to at least get a little bit smarter?
It probably came about 2 years later. It came probably about 2 years later because I was still in that I was in that I want category. Not I need, I want it. So every time I got money, it was, oh, I want this, I want that. And I had to just keep getting stuff. And I thought those things were going to be like, oh, I'm going to be happy now. It's going to replace all the other BS I went through in life growing up. That wasn't the case.
So let's get to the question. The question of tonight is, can money buy you real happiness? Yes, no, and why? What's your perspective?
no, money can't buy you real happiness. There's no package at Walmart or Myers or on Amazon that says happiness. Take this and you're going to get happiness. Money don't buy you real happiness. For the simple reason is most people assume or associate money with happiness, but most people don't even know who they truly are. Once you truly know who you are, then you become happy. And that's an eternal feeling that only you can design for yourself, not money. Some people went to school to earn 6 figures, 7 figures, $1 million because their parents told them to go to school and this was what life is about. And they internally unhappy, even though they're making money, but it's not what they want to do.
So my question is for you personally, are you personally happy without having money? Meaning your bills is behind, your bank account is low. Are you happy?
I would still be happy because I know who I am.
I think right now you'll be happy, but go back a few years back. I actually disagree with you. I disagree with you. The reason I disagree is because I know you're like me. If you are not financially okay, not perfect, not all that, whatever it is, if you're not financially okay, you are not happy because your wheels are turning and finding ways to be able to provide, do what you got to do to cover all type of bills. So yes, I get what you're saying. I think you're thinking of right now, T Ford.
No, you asked me what you said right now. Would I be happy if I didn't have money? Mm-hmm. Yes, I'll be happy because right now I know who I am.
So you're saying when you find out who you are and find out yourself, you don't need the money for happiness.
You don't need the money for happiness. The money for happiness, when people say money makes you happy, that's for the people who got to hide behind something of their own insecurities. So when you got to hide behind things, you got a prime example. You have people who went into the pandemic, one thing, they came out another.
Oh.
Because for the simple reason, those endorphins that they got from the likes, they couldn't do it anymore. You couldn't pretend anymore. Your lifestyle came to a halt. You couldn't maintain what wasn't there anymore.
We talked about that. We said once the pandemic happened, prior to, you had the average celebrity that would go out and travel the world, post on Instagram and really just stun on everybody else. My life is so much better than yours, and let me show you why. And when the pandemic happened, you had to be at home. We started seeing people, wives that we never seen, people, husbands never seen, people hair not being done, people hairs not being dyed. So we was able to see you for you. And you think when that happened, even though I think it's more of, I think it was a facade. It was a finesse because they was trying to live a certain lifestyle. And I don't think they necessarily really had money because a lot of celebrities, listen to me, a lot of celebrities are celebrities without money. They're broke. They have a status, they have things going on, but they don't have real money. And a lot of artists talk about it. Yes, you're doing these music videos, you have these chains, you had these cars, you had these houses. But when the pandemic happened and they couldn't do that, since they're paying for everybody's stuff, your money stopped and they was really broker than me and you. So I think it was just more of a social media facade versus the happiness because they didn't have no money.
Right. So when you had to put on a facade to pretend to be something, pretend to be, keyword there, a facade. You had to pretend. You had to pretend to smile for the cameras. You're not happy.
Lauren said you don't have freedom to do what you want when you don't have enough money. Then he said homeless/hungry and you are still happy. I don't believe that. So Lauren Bates said he ain't never seen.
Wait. Well, hold on, Lauren. You're talking to somebody that was homeless as a kid. So I know what homeless feels like. Therefore, I know what homeless feels like as a kid. Don't know what homeless feels like as an adult. But I do know there's many people out here that is homeless that are very happy for the simple reason they don't have the same responsibilities you have. They don't have to pay bills. They don't have to do everything else. They don't have to pretend anymore. They embrace their life for what it is.
I don't think I ever met a genuine happy homeless person. Mr. Ford?
I don't think you ever stopped to talk to a homeless person either.
Man, I didn't talk to homeless people all over the
No.
world. No.
Have you talked to a homeless person, asked them, are you really homeless or are you a panhandler? It's a big difference.
Yeah, I guess I probably didn't get into it because homeless people.
Let's look at it. Have you walked up to somebody up under a bridge and say, hey, man, are you homeless? Or you seen the guy at the corner and said, let me buy you a sandwich. It's a difference now. Have you ever been in the shelter and fed the homeless? Those are people I'm talking about. Have you ever been there?
Nope. No.
You talk to somebody. No. You talk to somebody that housed the homeless. You talk to somebody who won't pay for hotels for homeless. Those are people I'm talking about.
So you done met some homeless people that is literally genuinely happy. They don't have necessarily money, but they're happy.
So let's look at it like this. I give you the same thing for Lauren to help bring this whole thing around for you. You got homeless people that happy. You got homeless people that's happy. You got people that don't want to leave jail because they're satisfied and they're happy with knowing they have 3 hots and a cot. They have no other responsibility. Not having responsibilities will make a motherfucker happy.
Ooh,
money makes you have responsibility.
You're right.
Sometimes you get unnecessary responsibility that you didn't ask for. Your entourage. Everyone else comes around when you got money. Now you're responsible for their well-being and their happiness. When the hell did you become responsible for another person's happiness with your money?
The reason I would give you that one is because at my happiest state was probably once I graduated that summer of 2005. I probably had, I think my mom gave me $300 a month. I had the lowest money I ever had from then to now, but I was completely the happiest just going out and having fun because at 18 years old, I didn't have no responsibility. I didn't have to pay no phone bill. I didn't have to pay no car insurance. I had to pay no rent. I had to pay nothing. My goal was to go outside and just figure out to have fun until I had to figure out if I was going to go to college and stuff. So I'll actually give you that one. Do you have anything in conclusion and final to say to the people about subject?
About this subject?
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's on your mind? What's on your spirit, brother? You sound like
it's on your spirit, man. Brother. When you ask me that question, can money buy you happiness? Brother, we got people around here right now that lives in $1 million houses, that lives and married to someone that's not happy, even with everything they have. Why? Because your attention is not on me. You don't love me. You love the things that money provided. You got people that with money that's fucking lonely inside their only house.
So you on the side of money do not necessarily buy you happiness. You have to find out who you are. I appreciate
money
you.
Money will provide. I would give it to Lauren. Money will provide you with comfort. It will provide you with comfort, but then that comfort becomes uncomfortable when the people around you don't truly love you. You start questioning that. In the words of Kim K, I felt like a hostage in my own marriage. And they both rich.
What? Cause
I wasn't happy anymore.
What the thing is, rich people, let's say Kim K. Kim K happy as hell. She happy as fuck. But you're still going to have days where you're not happy. So it's like you still going to have to, people forget that millionaire celebrities is not regular. Since we don't see them on a regular, we just think they're just a fake person. So we treat them as such. When the basketball player don't make the free throw, somebody don't make the field goal, or your celebrity do something stupid, we just treat them as if they're not human. So I think they still have the human aspect of being a regular, having a regular emotionals, have bad days, have good days. But I think their good days is they're still waking up in a $1 million mansion to her buying, what did she just buy, like a Ferrari with fur on it? So
Landon, if I gave you $3 million today, you'll be happy, right?
Yep.
Okay, if I gave you $3 million today and said, Lando, go buy whatever house you want to buy, you'll be happy, right?
No, if you just give me $3 million.
Okay, if I gave you $3 million in a house, you'll probably be happy, right?
Yep.
You'll wake up tomorrow like, damn, this is a nice house. But if I came back to you 24 hours later and said, hey, Lando, Omar needs a heart transplant now, would you still be happy? Can money fix that shit when you need it and there's not one available? Now, are you still fucking happy?
Nope.
Are you rich and still happy knowing that your
Oh my God. They took
Are you
my
rich and still
job!
happy knowing that your child is dying?
But I don't think it's no situation that's going to make somebody happy.
No. But people say money provides comfort. That's where they fall behind. They were like, money provides this. But when money can't save a life, are you still fucking happy?
You're going in the gray area. You're going in.
No, ain't no gray. No.
You're going to the gray area.
You ask no. The question
that's a gray
was,
area,
my friend,
dog, because nobody's going to be happy if the kid is dying or in the hospital. So you went to that little cheating, little gay area, that gray area. I know what you done did.
I
can't give you that one, dog. No, you went to the gray area.
Job was happy. Since Lauren got to use the Bible verses, Job was happy.
Job was happy until he lost everything.
But did he turn his back?
Job was happy. See, y'all, we about to go biblical. So, Job, he had his kids, he had his health, and he had riches. He had acres, he had farmland, he had cattle. He had all of this. When God took his riches, killed his family, and then messed with his health when he started getting sores and all of that stuff on his back, he wasn't happy. And at the end of the story, God gave him the money back. And it was a success story. He didn't give him his kids back, but it came back down to God gave him his wealth back. So I don't think you're ready for that one, dog.
Hey, brother, whenever you want to go to the 66, we can do that. We can say that for another live. Because I'm thinking you're gonna need a stronger batch of tequila that you're drinking on over there. I think you need something else in that
Lawrence
red
said
cup.
Job was not happy when he lost it. God had to set him straight. Job was looking, man. They was looking at
Job was ready to wrestle with God.
Man,
Job never said.
Let me get Lauren. Let me get you on here. I want you to go on this. I want you on this debate real quick. Just 5 more minutes. Hold on for it, man. Y'all, we going OT. We going overtime. I want y'all to hear this because in my lives we can talk about everything. Hold on 1 second, Lauren. Hold on. So I got both of y'all on. Now, okay, before we get started, we have on this live, we're switching up today. The goal is, can money buy you happiness? Yes, no, and why? Now, I know we have all different type of viewers, but the average person usually have the foundation around the Bible. And since I'm a person that actually read the Bible front to back, Terrell, he's knowledgeable. He read it front to back. Lauren is knowledgeable. What Terrell brought up was Job. If you look at the book of the Bible of Job, it is the most controversial book of the Bible to me. It's one of my most funnest ones because you really don't understand it all the way and everybody have a perspective. So it's not necessarily right or wrong. So I want to hear Terrell and Lauren, starting off with Terrell. What you got on that Job? Because I want to hear that because, hey, me and Lauren is on one side. We don't agree with you, dog.
You and Lauren, hold on. Give me 1 second. You and Lauren technically don't have to agree. Here, take this. You and Lauren don't have to agree. That's the point about a debate. It's not about being agreeable. It's about understanding. So everybody always debates to agree. That's stupid. It's not a debate anymore. It's a whole bunch of yes men.
What's up, Vicky? Hope all is well. What's up, Vicky? Yeah, you got hit her craziness. T4 ain't ready. What you got, Lauren?
I was gonna say pretty much that Job was not happy when he got everything taken from him, and it got to the point where God just set him straight and said, "Hey, who are you to question me?" But in the end, you're getting a double portion back because he stayed faithful, obviously. But he was not happy going through that. that's not why he was happy. But I get what C4 is saying about, if it's a health issue, for example, it's nothing that any physical money can do to make you feel better. But I bring it back to like the John Q situation. John Q was a millionaire. He would have felt bad in the moment. He would have been like, okay, I got the money to get this heart transplant for my son, so I don't really feel that bad. I still feel overall happy because I know I can affect and change this and make a difference. Without that money, he was going crazy.
Ooh, you went to John Q.
All right, since you went to John Q. I was gonna leave John Q out of it, but okay, since John Q did that, but John Q was a father, and what did John Q do? What did John Q say? His most famous line: "I'm not gonna bury my son. My son is gonna bury me." So by any means necessary, a father's gonna do what he has to do for his child. So John Q was already a broke man. He's gonna make whatever way hell come hot water. You're gonna do what you can for your kids.
But he was more broken because of he wasn't fighting. Because when you have the financial means, everything is not going to be perfect, but it make your life damn near 99% better. When you choose what schools you want your kids to go, like if you ask everybody on this live, what are their majority problems in life? And I would say 9 out of 10, it can be solved with money. That is just factual, Ford. Yes, you're going to have some.
No. Time out, Lando. That's a very subjective thing. I'm gonna break it down to you like I told you before. I live in a nice neighborhood, but one thing I can't fucking change, I cannot change the racism that my kids must go through because I put them in that school. There's no amount of money. That means, so in order for them to get the education that they want from the people that we want them to have it from, we have to say, okay, we have to come down off of this horse and put them on this pony. Because if they stay on this horse, they're going to continue to go through racism. They're going to continue being the only one of one in a fucking class. Money can't fix that.
What do you think of Lauren's perspective of when you have money, of the other things that you can do with it, of helping and blessing other people versus a regular person with no money? Yeah, you can be happy, but you ain't helping nobody. When you got money, you can be happy and you can change other people's lives and control their happiness. Like you told me, Lenny, you gave me $3 million and bought me a house. Will I be happier? Yes. If you didn't, yeah, I'm going to be cool. But you have that opportunity when you have money. What you think about that, Lauren?
I can't control your happiness. No matter what I give you, that's still up for you to control. It's yours. Your happiness is internal. Like, what's her name? Chelsea, if you take something away that you cherish, that you made with money, once it's gone, that's what your happiness was tied to, then you back being miserable because you haven't found internal happiness.
Sound like J. Cole, love yours. Uh-oh. J. Cole, love yours. We have any rap heads that know anything about that?
Victory.
Good stuff.
That's all it was, man. What did he say? It's always going to be a house that's bigger than yours. You ain't going to never be happy until you love yours.
I love it. I appreciate both of y'all. Let me get to the next caller, man. Thank you, both of y'all brothers.
That's wrong.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey. Oh, man. We got some good stuff tonight. See, y'all ain't know I was going to switch it up. Uh-oh, CC, you are up next. I said CC gonna answer the phone. She's so goofy. Her goofy ass probably gone. I thought I supposed to went on the YouTube. Lauren drinks Seagrams. Oh. Let's see if we can get CC on here.
Hello.
CC, what's popping?
What's up?
So we got this live going on. We got a lot of things popping. We got a lot of debates. How was your day going?
Oh, it's good. It's good. How you?
I'm doing great. How's my godson? What is he doing?
He's at home. I don't know what he's doing.
Put CJ on a live. The people want to see CJ. They want to hear from him. He can tell you
I'm
right
not
now.
I'm not at home. He probably jumping off the couch or something.
So the question of today is, can money buy you real happiness? Yes, no, and why? What is your perspective and why?
It depends on what you think happiness is. I believe money can buy you happiness. So I feel like happiness to me is fulfillment, contentment, and joy. And in a way that my money buys me happiness is that it pays for my shelter, it pays for my food. So I feel fulfilled and I'm content and I don't have to worry. If I didn't have money, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be able to have those things that gave me joy. So I would say that, but also the more money you have doesn't mean the more happy you are. So some people look at it as that I have more money, I'll be more happy, and that way they're looking at it that way. Money won't buy you happiness.
Man, if I just had more money, I would do X, Y, and Z. If I just had so and so, we know those people that say if they just had, we know if they had it, they wouldn't do nothing.
Yeah, they be doing the same thing. No, actually, if they had more money, they'd be saying, "If I had more money."
Facts,
because that's the type they are.
Facts.
It's like when you that type, it's never enough.
So you feel kind of exactly how I feel. Money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you everything just about that can make you happy. So, yeah. Because it's like what one guy say is like money is not everything, but it ranks up there with air.
Yeah.
It's like it's where you're not. Our conversations, everything evolves around money. You want your wife to be home. You have to make more money to be able to provide, to make sure she's okay, make sure you okay, your son is okay.
Did she tell you that? Did she tell you? No, I'm sorry.
Hey, man. Hey, she said she needs some more bacon in the house. More money coming in.
Hey. Hey, tell her to get out my account. No, I'm saying. No, but yeah, though, you need it. It's like if you go down to the basic human needs, how else we going to get shelter? How else we going to get water, food? Money.
I agree.
So like that's just the bottom. So yes, I guess you could say, like you said, it gets you the things you need to be in a happy place. It's called happiness.
And then it comes down to what you, like Lauren said, what do you do with it? Because yes, money is going to initially make you happier, but if you don't use it correctly, you can be up in a worse place than you are right now. Like we see all the time,
yeah.
Lottery winners, they hit for millions, and a year later they're broker than they was before because it was a snapshot. They came rich with a Thanos snap. And
that's more money, more problems.
You got more problems. Now everybody's looking at you, like Terrell said, now you're responsible for other people's happiness.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't talk about when we have the celebrities or we have wealthy people. Now people expect you to help their happiness. And that's crazy.
But I'm going to say too, like probably like, I don't know, like, but probably like in our families, right? We doing pretty well for like our families. Why everybody assume we got money? We supposed to contribute to their happiness. Like, what you mean? Can you borrow this? Can you get this? Like, or you need to go do that? That don't have nothing to do with me. so yeah, like I see that the lottery winners, now they feel like, oh, that's my dog. You just want all that money. What we about to do?
Somebody might hit me up right after this live, man. I seen you on that live, ain't contribute, ain't left a comment, ain't called in, ain't did nothing, man. I seen you on that live. We getting money over here. Hey, we?
Yeah, $50. No, but yeah.
Well, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you. Do you have anything in conclusion do you want to say to the people?
No, that's all I had. Thanks for having me be a part of your live.
Thank you. It's the first one. You was a part of it. I appreciate you. Crunch time performances. That's what I need.
Hey, get money. Don't get too much. No, I'm saying. Don't get too greedy.
All right, later.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, later too. What's up, y'all? So we have some good conversation. I'm only gonna probably take about 2 more callers, so I get you guys out of here within an hour. If you want to call in, I'll probably take one. Caller. The call-in number is 567-8. I can't even say the damn number. 567-281-7983. We got one more person. This person, the conversation came about probably a week ago. I've been having this conversation with this individual for years, but let's just call him, man. Let's see if he answers the phone. Humane. We are live. We are on there. So this is the deal. the conversation of tonight, I made the origin of this conversation. It struck up from the conversation me and you recently had probably like a week ago. Since we lived together, been around, we didn't have a million different debates, million different conversations. I usually win, usually lose, but we used to it. With this conversation, we was talking the other day about, can money buy you happiness? So I say, man, it would be a dope live to have one evolved around that and let people call in. So the question of this one is, can money buy you real happiness? Yes, no, and why? What you got?
Okay. All right. Since I won most of the arguments, I mean, I'm a perfect person to call. Yes. I believe money. I believe money can buy you happiness. I mean, would it be complete happiness? I mean, everything's a double-edged sword. You know, I seen a meme one time and it said, I thought I laughed when I seen it. It was, money can't fix your problems, and the response was like, all my problems literally have to do with money. I mean, and okay, let's go off with the advantages, disadvantages. I mean, money. Okay, we know can't get you healthy, it can't keep you healthy, and sometimes fate is fate. This is true. So it can't do everything for you, but can it buy you happiness? Of course it can. I mean, the quality. It can actually even buy you time. So on the other side of health, you know, I mean, what was the Rockefeller guy? He had 9, 10 heart surgeries, 18, somewhere around there.
Yep.
Who knows how many, you know? And so I'm not going to say that if it was John Smith from the factory 4 blocks away, could he get 9 surgeries?
It's impossible.
I'm just going to say no. I'm just going to say no on that. I mean, anybody can pay on that if they want to. It can also buy you time. I mean, let's look at the wealth. I mean, a lot of people, you know, the world, this majority of this country goes 9 to 5. You know, let's say that. But you know, the owners, I'm going to say yes, they have busy. But when you get to a certain elite level, it buys them time. They can go on vacations, let's say every other week, month or so the case might be. And also, you can give, you can affect people's life. You know what I'm saying? It can buy you chunks of happiness. Now, yes, giving more money for more problems. I mean, what Biggie said. But, I mean, I'll take those problems. You know, I grew up in the hood. I'll take the money problems and I'll figure out the rest, because with that, you can buy a team. A lot of times when you're broke, you just got to figure out these problems by yourself. And ask a friend an arm's length, which, I mean, maybe he might know or not know the answers. But with money, you can afford a team. You can get the best attorney. You can get the best accountant. You can get business managers. So your problem can not only also just be your problem. It can be a group problem. And that's how the best ones do it. So can money buy you happiness? I would say yes.
I got to drop an exclusive bomb for you, Hugh. I saved the best for last. I had to take notes on yours. You talked about, we had a bunch of callers, and you was the first person that say money can actually, in some aspects, buy you time. And you broke down an example. People don't think about that. In life, the only thing that really matter outside of money is time. We all have a time frame. We only could be 18 once, we only could be 5 once, we only could be 30 once, 50 once, and sooner or later this shit gonna stop. So there's a possibility that you can either extend that time from getting the best healthcare, the best service, the best quality of living,
the best food,
or
you eat, period.
When we go to the healthier, the neighborhoods with more money, we see fresh foods, quick, fresh times. We don't see no fresh times in the hood. We see unhealthy foods. We want to go to Randazzo's. We have to go to better neighborhoods. Whole Foods, we have to go to better neighborhoods. And another thing you said when it come down to time, even let's say if you have that expiration date, in that time frame, when you have money, you can choose on what you want to do with that time. So say if it's like, all right, John Doe, you have 5 years to live. If you got money, you could say, I'm taking my wife, my kids, and my best friends, and we're going to Jamaica, we're going to Africa, we're going to Europe, we're going somewhere, and we're about to live the best 5 years and live it up. Versus telling somebody with no money, you got 5 years, their number one problem is money.
Yep.
The end goal is we both know, both of them know they're gonna die, but one is living how is their family, how everybody else is gonna be affected when they die, and the other one is living the best days of their lives. So that's one thing. Before you say anything else, because you ever wrote some notes, bro, you was over here preaching that gospel. Another thing, you said gifts. Lauren talked about that. He said, yes, money primarily can buy you happiness. He said, when you have enough money, you can bless other people because you have other money. You can help other people happiness. And I use Shaq as an example. I say Shaq is not really public on the deeds he does. But if you watch and follow the sports world, you'll see Shaq was recently in a jewelry store and he seen a guy about to buy his fiance a ring, and he was basically going to get a different one because of money. Shaq, man, get her what you want to get her. I got you. A mom in a store getting her daughter something for her kid, something for their birthday or Christmas or whatever it is. Get whatever you want in the store. I got you. That $5,000 to Shaq is really like $5 to us. So it really, that don't change anything with Shaq happiness. He affect other people happiness because he got it, and what the hell I'm not going to die with it. So what's your take on that so far?
Yeah, that's it. And think about it. If you're religious and, you come down to the church, you can give them a new altar, curtains, whatever, basketball league. You can find, there's some people that find private schools for the less fortunate. Jalen Rose has a school, LeBron James, he got his school, and it's like, just off of giving is like that part of happiness and affecting people's lives, giving education that they couldn't afford any other time. I mean, why not? It affects change, So you can actually change the way the world goes, off of, money. So, and that's partially what we're here for. Is to change, to produce, make the world better than what we left to here for our people that's around us, individuals. And if you can touch more people, that's awesome, and can do that. You can do it without, of course, but I would say it's harder.
I agree. Before we get to the last point, welcome everybody that just came in. We are doing a different live. We are talking about, can money buy you happiness? Yes, no, and why. Make sure you press that like button. Make sure you press that subscribe button. And one thing Hewlin actually tied on, the last thing he tied on is, nobody else said, you can buy a team. I wouldn't, if you brought this up 100 times, I probably 99 times I wouldn't have thought of this. He said you can buy a team of people, and then he used examples. So, for example, if you have money, I got him, Hugh. I got a real life example right now. We just seen yesterday, Bill Cosby just got released out of jail. He was on a 10-year sentence. He received 3, and he got out, and all the charges was reversed. And I posted on my page with his attorneys and everything. He said, Bill Cosby had the best attorneys, and they went to fucking bat for him, and they proved that the justice system was corrupt and put him in jail wrongfully. That's just factual. And how many people do we know that's in jail right now wrongfully? Probably, I say 15, 20% of people in jail don't supposed to be in jail, but they don't have the money. So you said you had attorneys, you can buy the best lawyers, you can buy the best tax attorneys. My number one problem right now with me making more money is taxes. I always talk to you about finding different ways about taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And other thing, so that is unique of buying, you get buy a team. Before you get off, talk about that team aspect.
I mean, just the thing. Okay, so even when say you're stuck, you know what I'm saying? Any team goes off of just how you want to fit in life. So business wise, say you stuck. What Magic? The way Magic took himself to billionaire status was he was stuck and he asked a certain billionaire, you know, what can he do to make it to ownership? And he said, man, put the best people around you. And
that was Jerry
goes.
Buss, because that was Jerry Buss. Once he got in with the Lakers, he was the only player that would hang with Jerry Buss on business stuff, talking about the end of his career. Carry on.
So after that, where he fired everybody that, you know, they might have brought him to a certain spot or whatever the case might be, but they got him to as far as they can go. And what he did, he built a whole nother team, you know. He sold off a lot of his theaters, whatever they advised him to do, he did it. And after that, you know, the results is right there. You know, he part owner this, part owner that, you know, Dodgers, so on and so forth. So he built that team, and they took care of what he needed to do, put him in the right position to be ownership of the stuff that he is now. And then there you go. So there was a problem, and the team fixed it. We all know Magic wasn't there crunching every single number. He had the best accountant to do that. We know he wasn't writing the law or the contract. He had the best attorney or whatever the case might be. And even Jerry Buss is a part of that team because he's arm's length giving that knowledge, you know? And then we can go off of health, mental health. I mean, if you want anything, if anything's involved with you, I mean, if a psychiatrist costs money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about healthcare, but I want to see how many have that covered under their, you know what I'm saying, insurance.
Man, I would probably have a therapist right now, but number one, we're not educated about it. Number two, we think it costs money because we know it costs money. We don't know how it works. But I think 50% more people have it if we had the money for it. Hell, who don't want to talk to somebody about their problems that actually paid to listen?
You're right. And then they can't tell nobody or judge you. And then it's not for your kids and everything, you know? So, I mean, that could be a part of your team. And like I say, even that with the healthcare coming. So you have the best healthcare, you got the best mental care, and you got the best food, you know, that's around that money can buy. You're not getting that, you know, the fresh fish or the chicken place down the street. You know, you're not getting that, you know, cancer-rated food. So it's like you're getting the whole foods, the non-processed food, the watermelon with the seeds in there. You know what I'm saying?
You've been gangbanging about them seeds, yo. You ain't found. If anybody got watermelon with seeds, let Hewlin know, because I haven't seen watermelon with seeds in probably like 4 years, yo.
Yeah.
When the last time you had watermelon with seeds?
With seeds. I mean, it's been too long. And, you know, it's my favorite food. So with all that being said, so you surround yourself, you know, you're able to afford to surround yourself to get you out your stick of mud, you know. You know, cancer's treatment be around there. If you get super sick, you got the best doctors. So all that just team and individually, you know, teams that would help you out in all aspects of life. And so with that being said, I mean, the money can provide that. So can it buy you happiness? Absolutely. Yes, some things are going to be stuck with you. You're stuck with your family. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said earlier. I'm like, yeah, money, you're still a regular person. Like, people think celebrities, they get all this money. You're still a regular person. You're still going to have bad days. You're still going to wake up with problems. But it's different when you're waking up in a problem where you got a pool in your house. You know, your mom bills is paid. Like, the problems are different.
Yeah. Those problems. You're always going to have problems in life. And that's just life. You know, that's the part where you signed up when you open your eyes and you kept on breathing. You're just going to have problems. But, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
And I say, if you look at LeBron, he's the go-to superstars on and off the courts right now of our time we have ever seen. LeBron, he will probably tell you this. If he didn't have his team around him, he probably wouldn't be half of what he is right now, and vice versa. Let's say you get rich tomorrow. We Thanos snap, he was rich tomorrow. And you like, all right, Lando, I know he is good at number. I know he's good at X, Y, and Z. You can trust me, been friends for years. I know this person, wherever other friends you got. You can be like, hey, Lando, how much you making right now? Okay, cool. I'm going to give you an extra $20,000, whatever it is, to work for me, and I need you to help me do X, Y, and Z with the potential upside of this. So LeBron was able to take his immediate friends. You wouldn't have been able to do that without money, because now it's like, okay, yo, I need you guys to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to pay you, and we're about to go to the next level. But the average person, we know people that is good in different trades, but you really can't utilize their time because they still got to go to work and they still got to make money and provide for themselves.
Absolutely. I'm thinking with people actually, the problem on us, well, the thing on the other side is like, you know, money can't buy you happiness. Is, you know, some things you can't control, like I said before. And then I think dealing with the other people, you know, dealing with people. I think that's what kind of brings down, it comes more to your attention. But I mean, like you said, there's always just going to be problems. And, you know, if you have to learn how to say no to some people, just like you have to learn how to say no to people right now. You know what I'm saying? You got, but you know, that's it. Like, yeah, you can, your arm's length, LeBron, he strengthened his whole people. I'm sure he's not crying in tears that he was able to get his mom, you know, out their situation. You know, so, I mean, I'm just really not seeing, you know, too much other side. So I'd rather take rich people problems than poor people problems any day. Any day. You know.
Well, Hugh, I greatly appreciate it. We started this convo with me and you having it about a week ago. I brought it to the live. A lot of people in the comments say they definitely enjoyed. I appreciate you. We got a standing ovation for you, my dog.
Hey, man, appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. And anytime we have another discussion, man, just reach out, man. I'm in that thing.
All right, appreciate it, dog. Yeah. You guys, it really can't get better than that. My conclusion is money can't buy you real happiness, but like I said earlier, it's up there with air. It ain't everything, but you need it to breathe. You got to think, if you have, let's start with kids. You have kids. You want your spouse, let's say you got a wife or a husband or wherever it is, you want to be at home as much as you possibly can. And for your spouse or you to be at home as much as you possibly can, you need money. Once they get older, you don't want them to go to the worst schools. You just want them to go to a good quality school so they get an education. That consider money. Health-wise, you want to eat the right possible things. The healthier you want to eat, the more money it possibly costs. You want a new car. You want a car that's going to provide and get you good transportation. The shooter ain't always going to shoot. The hoopty ain't going to always hoop. You want a good quality car. You don't need a Benz. You just need something that ain't going to break down. That is going to cost money. And the most valuable thing of tonight's call is time. Time. The reason I'm saying time, because for you to do the things you honestly want to do, to be able to impact other people, to be able to change their lives, to be able to just make a difference in the world, you need to be able to focus on that. But you can't focus on that when you have to focus on bills. You have to focus on ways to provide. You have to focus on income. With me doing this YouTube, I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't go out and make $200 earlier today. I did a YouTube earlier today. I'm like, all right, let me work on my goals. Let me do that Dunkin', that Krispy Kreme's IPO video. Did that. I went out, made $200. Cool. I made my goal. Now I can come back home and work on my dreams before I go back out, probably make another $100. But if I already had that $200 to $300 accessible, I probably would have did 5 videos today, because I know the income here can supersede it. I know I can impact more people, but you basically need that time and you need that income from it. So we had great callers. We had great perspectives, because like Chelsea, she said you need that joy. because we seen too many people not be happy with money. We had T Ford. He called in and broke down a lot of different perspectives, even on the mental issues, depression, whatever you want to talk about. Lauren came in and he like, hey, money can buy you happiness because look at the things you can do with it. Cece, she came in and said the same thing. She's like, hey, I'm on both sides of the fence, but this fence ain't going to be up if I don't get money. And Hewlin came down and shut it down. Hope you guys enjoyed this live. I'm Lando Success, and we out of here.
Knocking Aretha Franklin while I clean the car. Looking at shorty in them yoga pants. Oh my lord. About to hit this day party, check the flyer. After I spray the black magic on the tires. Damn, I love the summer, these sisters in sundresses. Oh, looking heavenly, I give thanks, it's such a blessing. The sun is shining, the birds chirping, the clouds fluffy, the weather